And we are back with another video. This one is going to be talking about the graphics and how to improve them. Now before I go any further in this video, this is going to be only for PC players. So if you play on Steam, this is something that you can do. If you are on mobile, unfortunately there's nothing else you can do to enhance your graphics, minus adjusting your graphics preset. Now of course I have them set to very high. You can put them to whatever your device can handle, but it will be taking more usage and it probably heats up your device quicker the higher the graphics. Feel free to adjust these as well. Anything that you feel would be better or worse for you, you can adjust. But basically that is the only way to really improve your graphics on mobile. But if you are playing on PC, then this is what I have done to help enhance the graphics of this game. And to me, I've noticed a huge difference. So if this video helps you guys at all, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. You can turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my uploads. So you're thinking these graphics look pretty good as it is, but now I'm going to turn on the program I have and you're going to notice a clear difference. This is the original. This is with the program running. Now I don't know how much of a difference it makes in the video, but visually looking at it myself, it's a huge difference. Just take this tower right here and this mountain right now with the program on. Now with it off, it's gotten dim. The lines are not as detailed, and with it on, definite improvement. Same with the things over here. Now you will notice with it off, you see this mountain a little bit better and whatnot. It's very bright over here, but when it's on, it's even brighter. Almost makes it too hard to see what's down in here. And over here too, it's very bright. With it off, you can see a little bit more. You can see some mountains here, and then when it's on, you can barely see the mountains. I can't even see them right now. This blimp right here, look at the quality of that. Now with the program off, it's immediately diminished. It looks more 3D like this. So the program I'm running is called Reshade, and I'm going to put a link to that website in the description of this video so you can go and check that out if, again, you are on Steam and you want to improve the graphics of the game. Upon downloading Reshade, you are going to be having a menu that looks similar to this. I'm not going to go into detail on the whole downloading and installing and all this, but if you need any help, then you can check up some videos online. I'm sure there are plenty out there that can help. So I have gone through every single one of these things here, adjusting them to what I felt were ones that were needed. And for me, the very first thing that I put on was adaptive sharpen. You turn this off and right away you're going to see it's blurry over here, and then when you turn it on, it's gotten more vivid, it's better, it looks better. So this definitely helps improve it. Then you have fake HDR. Now this is what adjusts the light frequency. So with it off, this is what it looks like, and with it on, it's more visible. And you will really notice this in lit areas or in dark areas. You will really notice the HDR. Some people can have the Luma Sharpen on. I just found with it on made it a little bit too much. Just having it on, it is more vivid in the background. It does give more clarity, but at the same time, I didn't want it to look too pixely, so I left it off. FXAA, I have this on, and I also have the SMAA. Both very similar, very little difference, but they do make a difference. And then with the vibrance, this is what I have on. Now what this does is it slightly enhances the color. It's barely noticeable, so I'm sure even in this video, if you're looking at my character, you're going to try to see the difference. it's very, very hard. But it is a very subtle difference. It just slightly enhances. In the background here, you can see the kind of blue over here, and then with the vibrance on, it's just slightly more blue, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want anything too big. There is one up here called, where is it? Colorfulness. Now I had this on, and it just made it too much. It's too much color, and it looks nice, but it's too much. Last thing, and this is optional, I leave this off, is the ambient light. And I just find in some maps this looks really good, but in others like this one, it's just too bright. It does not go very well, so it didn't really work. Now I'll show you some examples in some other locations. Now here is a dark corner, and you're going to see this light right here. Now with the program off, this is currently off, and if I turn the program on, you're going to see that this has more of a glow than around. It seems to really affect the light. See, whereas now it's all lit up and brighter with this adjusted. Once the program is on, this is a light source. It actually becomes a light source, and this is how it is in any dark area where there's a light. Now with the ambient light, I'm going to put this on, and you're going to see I'm kind of glowy a little bit, as you can see. And any light source like this down here is giving off a light. Myself as well, everything, see the light right here, and it's shining bright. But then when I turn the program off, that's the difference right there. So I leave the ambient light off just because I don't find it works good for me. It might work good for you. Now this is with the program off. You can see the lights over here. With the program on, you can see they're more defined. The light source is more defined, and this is why I like the HDR. The dark is dark and the light is light with it off and with the program on. There's a big difference. I don't know how I forgot this one. This is another one that I do use occasionally. It's actually pretty cool. It's called Magic Bloom. You turn this one on, this is the effect that you get. Now you'll notice this is with it off and this is with it on. It's actually pretty cool. Now my guy does glow for some reason, not exactly sure why they do that, but it must be based on some kind of the lighting. And then you have the actual light providing more light. Now again, Magic Bloom only works in certain places. There are some maps where Magic Bloom doesn't really look that good, but in dark maps like this, it looks just fine. So that's another option to go with. Now here's another good place to show off reshade. This is without reshade on. This is the standard game graphics. When I turn reshade on, this is what it looks like. There is a big difference between this, which is regular. Look, at it's kind of blurry here a little bit, not very defined, and then with it on, it's much more defined, less blurry, looks much better in this program. This is the House of Oddities and looks good like this, but when you turn the program on, it looks much better. Again, the light sources are actual light sources. Compared to like this, they aren't really needed. They do actually give light, but just it looks better in HDR. Since it's close to Halloween, I figured I might as well show you this. Now this is with the program off, and now with the program on. Now it's kind of hard to see the differences, but if you take a look at this web right here with the program off, you'll see it's kind of dull, and then with it on, it's more defined. Here's the final example. This is inside the manor. You see the light source here, you've got the walls here. Now this is with the program off. This is the wall, very pixely there. My armor doesn't look actually that bad. And then with the program on, You see this has become more defined. The light source has become more of a light source. The wall has become dark because the light source is over here, not over here. And my armor has become more vivid. Vibrance setting makes it look a little bit more colorful, but this is with it off. You'll see it's kind of a dull color, kind of fuzzy a little bit. This is really fuzzy. And you've got some things up here with the program off. Now with it on, well, that's pretty much stayed the same, but you can see this is a clear difference. Off, on, off, on. Big difference. Armor myself, the light source, everything just, it's more vivid. Even right here, you can see the cracks down here, the creases in the wall, in the wood here, in the wall. And I don't mean these, I mean these right here. How it runs underneath, has the shadows. You can still see it, but it's not as vivid. Whereas with this, you can see the lining. But there you go. I hope this helps some of you guys out there. If you want to improve the graphics of the game, that is one of the ways to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.